Happy Sunday, everybody. My name is Linsey. It's P2. You will probably need a couple blocks, maybe even a strap if you have something that could serve as a yoga tie. And my playlist is from actually Tuesday. I just liked it so much that I thought we would use it for today. So if you scroll on Power Life's Spotify, you can scroll down to Tuesday's date and go ahead and find that there. If you are logging onto this after the fact, please skip ahead 7 minutes, and that's when class will begin. So I'll see you all in about 7 minutes. I can't wait. Good morning, everybody. As you shuffle in, hi, Mom. Go ahead and comment over on the side so that we know that you're here. Thankfully, I've got Kevin here to demonstrate for me so I can better serve you. And yeah, we'll get started here in just a couple of minutes. So about 5 minutes, we'll let everyone else shuffle in so that we can have everybody here together at once. Make yourself comfortable, and I'll see you in about 5. Oh, good morning, Barb. Barb says thanks, Kevin. For those of you just coming in, you will want to access the playlist from Tuesday. It'll have my name, Linsey, and Tuesday's date, last Tuesday's date. If you'd like different music, I'm sure you can find some other yoga music on Power Life's Spotify account. Oh, nice. Thank you, Barb. And also, Barb, if you are going to try this with Zoom and you want your sisters to join, they can always log on a computer to Power Life's YouTube channel or on their phones. So know that that is completely an option as well. Oh, good morning, Laura. Good to see you on here. I know there's more people in the room than have commented already. So if you're in the room, please just comment so I can see your presence here, and we will get started here in 1 minute. Okay, good morning, everyone. Hope you are all well. Happy Sunday. My name is Lindsay, and thank you for doing some yoga with me and Kevin this morning. Kevin, give him a wave. Kevin is going to demonstrate so I can better serve you and talk to you. Happy Sunday. I really miss you all. Oh, hi, Stacy. Hi, Kelsey. Thank you guys all for commenting. We will start this morning. Have your playlist ready from Yoga, Power Life's Spotify, and my name. It'll be from Tuesday's class. And we'll go ahead and we'll press play on that right now. Okay? So together, everybody presses play. And we'll actually start with a stretch that you can do with a partner or a wall or a piece of furniture. So as Kevin comes up to meet me, we'll just aid each other in a big old shoulder stretch. If you have a partner, you can face them. If you don't have a partner, pretend Kevin is a wall, and you can do the same sort of thing. So take hands on top of shoulders, walk back, and then just let your shoulders open and your torso hang down. Take a few deep breaths right here. Let your hamstrings open, let your shoulders open. Let your breath be nice and easy. Just a very natural, gentle awakening for your body. Couple more breaths right here. Let something kind of release in the upper thoracic chain of the spine. Exhale. And as you breathe in, bend your knees a little. Walk your feet in towards your partner or the wall. Thank you, Kevin. And you should feel maybe just a little bit looser as you come into child's pose. Guide yourself into a really nice deep variation of child's pose. And if this is a little much, you can always have your hands back towards your heels because you've already had that shoulder awakening. Deep breath in. And just a big exhale. Continue to breathe new positive life into your body, into your being. Let all of your tissues settle. Let your guard come down. I come to yoga as a positive outlet for my energy. If you've ever said something that you regret in a fit of anger or rage, or maybe punched a wall or punched someone or hurt someone's feelings or someone you love, maybe you've engaged in unhealthy behavior where you know that your energy is probably misdirected or not used in the right way. We come to our mats, we come to exercise, we come to meditation because it is a healthy way to get everything out, good, bad, or otherwise. So I want this to be a positive outlet for your stress this morning. Any stresses that you're hanging on to, whether at work, at home, maybe just perceived stresses in your head. So please turn your palms to the sky and create a dedication for your practice this morning. Where do you need a little bit of a positive outlet? Breathe in. Breathe out. Fan your fingers deep into your yoga mat. And then breathe in, just rock forward into a back bend. So your knees will stay in the same place, but you'll come up to maybe like a up dog in your back. Your hips saddle downward, your gaze comes up. Exhale back to child's pose. Breathe in again, take a nice big back bend. Maybe your feet come up, maybe they stay stationary on the floor. And exhale back to child's pose. Nice, easy, slow breath. One more time. Inhale, create a back bend. Really roll your shoulders up and back independent of your spine. Exhale, deepest child's pose yet. Tailbone back toward heels. Breathe in, table pose. Nice and slow, like it's a Sunday morning and you have nowhere to be, because you probably don't. Exhale, tuck your toes. Breathe in, cow pose. Look up, shoulders come up and back. And exhale, cat pose. Take a couple here on your own. You might see a little guest star. His name is Harley back there. He wants in, but it's okay. The dogs always want to be in the yoga videos, don't they? Some of you have cats. Those ones always want to be in the yoga videos too. Find a little bit more drama each time you slide through cat and cow. I want you to think about pubic bone away from breastbone and cow, and shoulder blades apart and away from tailbone on your cat pose. Soon you will find table pose. Come back, make sure that the crown of your head reaches away from your spinal column. Exhale. Inhale, modified side plank. Right arm reaches up to the sky. Breathe here for just a moment. Find your core. So come up to your fingertips just a little bit. Make sure your fingertips are directly underneath your shoulders. So drag, yes, perfect form, Kevin. Inhale, lift your back leg. Exhale, partridge pose. Breathe. Grab your ankle and take a nice quad stretch. Heart space comes away from knee. So you can see that line right on the top of Kevin's body. He pulls his knee up and away from his sternum. And there's a little bit of tenacity right here with your rib cage. It pulls down and in toward belly button. Exhale. Breathe in, modified side plank. Really kick. Exhale, gate pose, actually. Breathe. Yeah, now you reach over with your left hand. There we go. Perfect, perfect. Almost feel as though the knife edge of your right foot can dig down, and you can find this little puffy arch inside your right foot. You feel this? Yeah, Kevin feels it. Okay, exhale. Breathe in, modified side plank. Gently come back to your fingertips. Exhale, table pose. Land super gently, don't jar yourself. Breathe in, modified side plank to the other direction. Breathe here for just a moment. Make sure everything is really efficiently stacked, okay? Sometimes I see someone's knee not under their hips or their hand not underneath their shoulder. Then you're not getting the full benefit of the posture. Breathe in, lift your back leg. Exhale, partridge pose. Breathe here. A little bit of back bending. Okay, a lot of bit of back bending in today's class. So make sure that you've got this abdominal squeeze, this quality of concentration and efficiency in the front side of your body. This will help bring you into just a little bit more of a protected back bend instead of something just a little bit more willy-nilly. Take an exhale. Breathe in, modified side plank. Exhale, gate pose. Breathe. Land lightly on your top foot. And then reach over and find this lateral bend. Toes can be tucked or untucked. Great. You should feel just a little bit of fire in the internal thighs, in the inside thighs, your adductors. A little bit of squeeze through your left oblique. Exhale. Breathe in, modified side plank without waking the sleeping baby, right? So gentle you can't hear it. Exhale, a table pose. Breathe in, plank pose. Get your space. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. So yesterday I was asking Kevin, I said, if you were doing this class tomorrow, what would you need? And he said, basically a butt whooping is what he said. And then this morning I said, hey, you still demoing the class? And he's like, oh, I forgot you said you were going to make it kind of hard. So I'll just let you in. Today's class, we will expend a lot of energy, okay? Stay with it, stay with me, stay with Kevin, and just go at your own pace. If you need to take a break, do, but hold yourself accountable and pretend you're at Power Life. You just have to make your own heat today. Take a big breath in. Exhale, ragdoll pose, top of your mat. 5 or so breaths. Let your head completely cascade away from the shell that is your torso. And you'll notice, like, you can have a really big, nice bend in your knees. You can also tilt your pelvis forward just slightly so that your torso might become just a little bit heavier away from it. With every breath out, just a little bit of that tension and stress that we look to release dissipates. Take a breath in. Exhale, left hand to a block or the earth. Breathe in, ragdoll with a twist, and stay for just a moment. I really just want to work on the spiralization of your spine. This part stays still, even if you have to bend one knee, and then your shoulders kind of open. Take a big breath in, reach a little taller. Exhale, fold back in. Breathe in, ragdoll with a twist, second side. Breathe. This is also kind of nice because if you did engage in any other outlets last night that were imbibing or eating, you can rinse out through this midsection. Get those intestines to awaken. Actually, all the organs here. Hold back through your tailbone just a little bit more. Inhale, look up at your fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, mountain pose. Let's stay for a beat. Close your eyes. Come inside your experience. You can hear my voice. Kevin's always here if you need to see what something looks like. But more important is your experience. So come inside of it. Take a big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Push back through your hamstrings. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, standing splits, left leg up and back. Pause to breathe. Very nice. So you'll notice that lips come towards shin, right? It almost looks like a modified warrior 3, but we deepen, crown of head down toward mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Back knee comes down onto the mat. Breathe in, crescent moon with hands to your front thigh. Breathe here. I want this to feel really good. So make sure that there's just a little bit of magic in the inner thigh. You pull up and in so that even though you are asymmetrical, you find some sturdiness in your posture. Big breath in. Exhale, half splits. Breathe. I've given Kevin blocks today. You don't need blocks. If you've got, be inventive. Look around your house if you don't have blocks, and you can take them to either side of your body to make sure you've got a really nice straight spine. I pick on your posture a lot in class. Make sure that if I were there, I'd be proud of your posture. Take an exhale. Breathe in, crescent moon. One more time. Maybe this time hands come up. Look in between your hands. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Right leg up and back. Right leg up and back. Yeah, you got it. Right leg up and back. Exhale, bend, twist, open, and breathe. So you're in downward facing dog, but with your right leg high. Awesome. And then just bend, twist, and open and feel something on your outer thigh. You can twist your ankle around. Yeah. Take an exhale. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Hinge halfway forward and down. Breathe in, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. So this is sun salutation, letter A. Let's do the second side. Breathe in, heels lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Nice job. Exhale, refold in. Breathe in, mountain pose. Just one breath this time. Exhale, forward fold. Push your inner thighs back. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, standing split, right leg high this time. And this is where we will pause. My intention behind this posture is that you get this super stretch in your left hamstring. So if you don't feel that, go ahead and tinker around maybe with your blocks and how close your torso is to your thigh. Breath in, back leg a little higher. Exhale, low lunge, back knee down. Breathe in, crescent moon, pause to breathe. You should push forward just enough that you feel an awakening on the front line of the right side body. I love how toes are tucked. That creates just a little bit more stability if you need it. Breathe in, breath out, half splits. Breathe here. If you retract your toes, you might get just a little bit more tension on the back side of your hamstrings, maybe even the back of your knee, some of those tendons, and depending on where you position your toes, you can get some awakening around your calf or maybe even your shin. You can toy with this as we flow. Breathe out. Breathe in, crescent moon, arms and gaze high this time. Exhale, low lunge, back knee lifts. Hands to the floor. Breathe in, three-legged dog, left leg up and back, hands stay where they are on the mat. Exhale, bend, twist, and open. We've got it now. We're gonna rock and roll, breath to movement. Remember your intention for class and let that kind of drive you here today. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathe in, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Here we flow. Inhale, heels rise, gaze looks up. Exhale, forward fold. Let go of your head, neck, and shoulders on the exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Get as long as you possibly can. Exhale, fold in really deeply. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, standing split, left leg up, stand on your right leg. Exhale, low lunge, back knee down, prepare. Breathe in, crescent moon, arms high, look up. Exhale, half split. So a little bit quicker with the breath now. Breathe in, crescent moon. Exhale, low lunge, hands touch down. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Back foot can stay up. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, heels lift. One last trip through. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Group your shoulders together. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Breathe in, standing split, right leg up toward the ceiling. Exhale, low lunge. So quiet, you can barely hear it. Back knee down, inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, half splits. Body begins to awaken. Maybe you feel some heat. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, three-legged dog. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. How are we feeling, Kev? Good?
Yes.
Okay. Downward facing dog, 5 breaths. Let everything settle. So I was doing a little research. What are positive outlets according to real sources, right? And psychology today, as well as some other independent studies at universities, say breath work, exercise, mindfulness, and meditation are some of the best things you can do. And you know what they all have in common? You're doing them right now. They're all part of our power yoga sequence. So you can be really proud of yourself for coming to your mat today and for doing all the things listed. Deep breath in, inhale your intention, and then exhale to deepen your downward facing dog. Breathe in, heels lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let's construct sun salutation letter B. Inhale, halfway lift, shoulders group. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, chair pose. 5 long breaths. Good. I want Kevin to almost feel like if you were up here a little bit closer to our couch, you could just plop on down. As yogis, we learn to focus our energy, focus our attention. So in each posture, think about just one quality of it to really hone in on. And then don't take your focus away from this. Do we feel the heat yet? Yes? We feel the heat over there, wherever you guys are, out there in virtual land? Good, I think we've been here for long enough. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, mid-plank. Hug your elbows into your sides. And Kevin might skip a few of these. Completely awesome if you want to do that. Breathe in, upward dog. Untuck your toes, look high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job. Inhale, right leg up. This time, hold here for just a moment. I want your leg to be so sturdy that if I were to come try to screw with you, it wouldn't go anywhere. Point some fire out of your heel. Take a breath in, lift it a little higher. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, warrior 1. Breathe here. Kevin is up natural. What you is hips square toward front of mat, and to feel something in your legs. So if you don't feel something, lunge in just a little bit more deeply. Breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Breathe in, upward dog. Breathe out, downward facing dog. Breathe in, left leg up. We'll pause here for a moment. So what will aid in this nice line is a big squeeze down of all of your fingers and a push back of your shoulders towards your tailbone. Breathe in, lift it just a little bit higher. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, Vira 1. Breathe here. Yes, and adjust. This stance is not as wide as, say, a warrior 2 or a reverse warrior, any of those that we have going on. So maybe as you lunge in, you realize you don't need to bring your front foot as far forward as you would for, say, a warrior 2. Perfection. Come in just a little bit deeper for these last 2 breaths, and then we will flow. And we will not just flow a couple of times. Stay with me. The heat is coming. Take a big breath in. Exhale, chaturanga, always license to skip. Breathe in, take your back bend, abs are turned on. Exhale, downward facing dog. Here we go. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, refold. Breathe in, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, show your chest, open your throat. Exhale, hips high. Breathe in, right leg extends. Exhale, low lunge. Dial your back foot down before you rise. Now inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, chaturanga. It's a quickening of the breath, of the cardiovascular system. Breathe in. And let's exhale together, downward dog. Breathe in, left leg up. Exhale, low lunge. Breath in, rise up tall like a warrior. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Now we've got 2 more trips through this, okay? 4 total. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. A little bit more energy this time. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, forward fold. Everyone wants to skip that chair pose, don't they? Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, chair pose. Exhale, refold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Breathe in, upward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. This is when the perspiration starts to come. Breathe in, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Breathe in, urdhva. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe in, left leg. I can hear Kevin's breath now. Exhale, low lunge. That's what we want. Breathe in, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. You've got one more round on your own. It starts with a chair. You've got 2 warriors. You've got this. Come inside your experience. A wise man once said, "It is not the stress that kills us, but our reaction to it." And you guys know, I don't write these sermons for you, right? This is what I need to hear today. So if it feels at all preachy, remember, I'm talking to myself here. How can I handle stress better? It's an internal job, right? We're the only people that we can positively change and affect. And hopefully, by our example, others follow suit. Good, come down to a resting posture for just a couple of breaths. Let yourself settle. Breath is nice and fluid. We all have different reactions to stress. We all have a threshold, how much we can take. And so to engage in these behaviors, not only when you know you need to, but to actually act on them. That's the hard part, right? I know I need to do yoga. I know I need to meditate. I know I need to go outside and breathe some fresh air. But can we actually do it? Can we actually stick to the discipline? Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Breathe in, table pose. How we doing, Kat? Good? Great. Awesome. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in, heels lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, chair pose. Let's go somewhere just a little bit different now. Exhale, drinking bird. Heels lift, airplane wings. Breathe in, single leg mountain, left knee lifts. Yeah, left knee lifts. There we go. Exhale, figure 4 pose. Breathe here. Nice outer thigh opener. And you know, if you want, if you have blocks or you have something to put your hands on, you can steady yourself that way. You got a piece of furniture, which I'm sure you do in your house. Always put a hand over there. On my Tuesday morning classes at Power Life, I love the ladies always use the wall, which is very nice. Take an exhale. Breathe in, single leg mountain. Exhale, extend your leg forward, hands to hips. Breathe. Shoot a little bit of fire out of your toes or your heel. So you should feel this elongation, almost as though you could pull your leg all the way out of your hip. Breathe out. Breathe in, single leg mountain. Exhale, dancer's pose. Breathe here. This could be a simple vertical quad stretch. Or if you like, you can go ahead and come forward. And for today's purposes, you might actually just want a quad stretch. I want you to feel something through your hip flexor. Focuses on one thing, whether it's sensation, breath, gaze. Maybe you widen your lens to the entire experience. Breathe out. Breathe in, one-legged mountain. Last time. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, warrior one. Exhale, revolved, extended side angle. Breathe. This is what this looks like here. It can also be like this. A lot of people, this does not feel good on their back, so you can pop your heel up and come into a revolved crescent instead. Those are your options. Find a nice twist and torque on your spine wherever you have landed. Take a big breath in. Exhale, runner's lunge. Breathe here. Walk your back knee back. Harlan wants to do yoga so badly. Do you guys see him in the background? And then come on in. We'll let your body marinate here for a few breaths. We want it to become familiar with this shape before we do a little bit of deepening this morning. Imagine your body as this outline, this empty outline, this clear vessel. And every time you breathe in, you could almost imagine all that air circulating through to every extremity. Now take your left hand to a block or the floor. I'll give Kevin a block. Yeah, he's got the block. And so take it up to the highest height and take it right underneath your left shoulder. On your inhale, right arm high. Exhale, reach around for your left ankle. Breathe. And I don't know if that should happen today. Yeah, should it? Yeah. If that's too much, I could just stand here and aid him. Okay, you want your knee to feel safe. Is that too much? It's too much. You can see it's wincing. If you're wincing in your face, it's just a little bit too much. So I'll sit here and hold where I think he should be. Okay? You can always pad up your knee, and you should never feel pain. So if it's painful, you back off. Breathe through the front left line of your body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly return to an active runner's lunge. And then come into low lunge, please. Breathe in, reverse triangle pose. Awesome. Breathe here. Capture your right wrist with your left hand. And then arc up and away from your right toenails. Should feel really, really nice right about now. Square your left hip back slightly so that your belly button is to the left side of your mat. Breathe in. Exhale, triangle pose. Let's breathe here. Reach forward, halfway down. And I want your abs to actually work here. So if you can touch the floor or a block, please do not dump all of your weight into it. Really feel this buoyancy through your core. Awesome. Kevin's decided to up level this morning. I love it. I always think that's a good idea, and then I immediately regret my decision and take it back off. You do you. Great form. Very nice. Exhale. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, horse pose. On this first pass through, let's do some shoulder dips. So take your hands to your knees and just go ahead and stretch opposite shoulder into opposite inner thigh. It should feel really, really, really good. At least that's my intention for you this morning. And you get this really nice stretch through your spinal column as well, which does not hurt. When you feel even, come into a really nice horse pose. See if you can get your knees to separate and your booty to sink. Shoulders back over hips. Exhale. Breathe in star pose. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Breathe. We're here twice over the rest of class. So in one, just take a static Prasarita Papatanasana. On the other side, maybe we can take a headstand if that's in your practice. You really need this warming quality to your breath, especially when you do a home practice. As yogis who practice in heat, we are very used to outside and external forces aiding us in our tissues and our fascia opening. And so we really need this dynamic ujjayi breath if you want to deepen into the kind of postures that we're going toward. And also this mindfulness aspect. You need to ask yourself, when I call out a pose, is your body really ready for it? If not, take a modification. Breathe out. Breathe in, halfway lift. Don't hit your head on a table or a piece of furniture. Exhale, low lunge to the front of your space. Breathe in, halfway lift at the top of your mat. Feet meet. Exhale, forward fold. Let's do round two. Breathe in, chair pose. Exhale, drinking bird. Breathe in, single leg mountain. This time your right leg comes up. Exhale, figure four. Breathe here. You'll notice right away that one leg balances easier than the other. If this is your more steady side, I dare you to go further with gaze. Up, up, up. Inch it up until you feel a little bit uncomfortable. You might even have to close your eyes. Toes are animated on floating foot. And you still breathe, right? We still breathe through all these postures. Exhale. Breathe in, single leg mountain. Exhale, extend. Breathe. Hands to hips. Chest forward. You should feel everything in your quadriceps. Lift, lift, lift. Your leg is not light, okay? But memorize what you need to do with your musculature to lift your ankle just a tad bit higher than it already is. Exhale. Breathe in, single leg mountain. Exhale, dancer's pose. Breathe. When we were in partridge pose, we had kneecap away from sternum. Same thing here. And a turn on of these lower ribs so that we know that we've got some tenacity down there. Belly button is straight toward the front of your mat. Take an exhale. Breathe in, single leg, mountain, great balance. Nice job, Kevin. Exhale, low lunge. Breathe in, warrior one. Exhale, revolve, extended side angle. Breathe. Twist to the left. Yes. And you'll see that for most people, your back heel needs to come up, even though this is an older posture, right? It comes from Ashtanga yoga. It is also not for everybody. Okay, so I'll call it out because I like it in my body, but if you don't like it in your body, you do not do it. Push out to the back of your knee. Awesome. Breathe in. Breathe out. Runner's lunge. Lizard pose. We're here for a bit. Make yourself comfortable. And one of my favorite things is to stack blocks and to come down to my forearms on either the blocks or the floor. Which side do you feel sensation on, Ken?
Both.
Both. Both. Yes, it can be rather intense. We've been doing a lot of work outside lately, and I've noticed that I'm always hunching forward. We're doing a garden, right? We're doing raised beds and all these things, and I'm staining the raised beds, and I'm always hunched forward. So today's flow is meant to open the front side of your body so that all of these works and all these projects and all these things that you do at home can be counteracted with some sort of openness. Take your right hand to a block, please. Right underneath your right shoulder. up on its highest setting, engage through your abdominals. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, reach around for your back foot. Breathe. And if it's too much, let it go. Okay? Is that okay? Perfect. It should be something that you feel is sustainable. If it's not sustainable, it's not for you, at least not today. So we kind of take ego out of the equation and actually serve our body and ourselves instead of just dictate what our body needs blindly. You can see there's a little bit of rotation too in your spine. So nice and healthy. Breathe in. Exhale, runner's lunge to low lunge. Breathe in, reverse triangle, please. Breathe here. Pull, capture your wrist and just pull over, arc over. Breathe in. Breath out, triangle pose. Breathe here. Yeah. Now, Kevin decided to up level on the other side. So he doesn't have to up level on this side. Oh, but he's going to. He knows he has that option. Rotate your heart upward, upward, upward. Exhale. Breathe in, star pose. Exhale, horse pose. Breathe. You can lift your ankles up so that your heels come away. If you'd like, you can do shoulder dips again. We're only here for a few breaths. This is a heating posture. I want it to heat your body. We're getting to some big final postures, you guys, so we want that heat. Exhale to release your heels down. Breathe in, star pose. Exhale, Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward folds. Breathe here. Now, if you're feeling a little frisky, you might take this into a headstand. You might take this into a crow pose. This can be your playtime. If you know that's not what you need today, don't do it. Nice and slow. And I'll tell you that people fall all the time in class. Just know that if you go slow and you know how to exit the posture, right? If you're in a headstand, you roll into a ball as you descend. If you fall, then you know you'll be set for success during your disintegration. The point is just not to hurt ourselves. Exhale. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, low lunge to the top of your space. Other way. Other way. Yeah. Breathe in, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Last one of the day. Breathe in, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog, virtual high five. Nice job, everyone. Come down to your knees. Roll out your wrists. We've got a boat series to do. Everyone's favorite, said no one ever. So come around onto your seat. I'll do it with you. Just because I know everyone needs a little extra motivation during core. Exhale to make sure that you've got evenness through your sits bones. Breathe in, boat pose. Breathe here. Sits bones are even. Knees squeeze in toward one another. Big toe mounds press together so that you feel your legs light up. Heart grows up, 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 and back. Very nice. We want just a little bit of a shake here. We've only got 2 of these, just 2. How's the breath? Breathe in. Exhale, prepare for reverse table pose. And then breathe in, reverse table pose. Pause here. Okay? Open the entire front side of your body. Head can either stay in, you can make some double chins, or you can take your head back. That does not feel very good to me. So I'll just stay here in a neutral position. Push down through your big toes. They are your stability. Breathe in. Breathe out slowly, lower. Good. Take a little rest if you need it. One more pass through. I will put on, breathe in, boat pose. Exhale, low boat pose. Breathe in, back to boat navasana. Exhale, low boat. Continue on your own. Focus on one thing. I'll focus on complete emptying of my lung tissue of that carbon dioxide. So really press out the air. If you have not practiced sweat yet, I hope you do during this. Let's take one more each direction. Low boat. And let's all end in boat. Ah, release. Okay, for this next one, we will do reverse tabletop again, but I'll give you a variation that you can choose. All of your appendages down into the earth. On your inhale, raise up into reverse table. Exhale, big toes into earth. Make sure you've got that stability through the L shape of your fingers as well. And then on your inhale, you can stay here, or you can extend your right leg into the air. Okay? Breathe here for just a few breaths. Make sure your hips try not to sag. Breathe in. Exhale, big toes back into the earth. Breathe in, left leg high. Breathe here. Pull up through your quadricep just like you did in that other exercise. In our balancing series, you can see my leg is shaking. Big breath in. Exhale, release. Breathe in, reverse table. Stretch your shoulders, heart high. Exhale, come all the way down. Yeah, you can counter with like a little shimmy and shake from side to side. Ooh. Come on up to a kneel. Camel pose. Tuck your toes under. I like blocks or the back. Some people like their heels, and even though that back bend can be in my practice, it just doesn't feel good every single time. So I edit it out, okay? That's an option. Down in front, your ribs are down and dialed in toward one another. Roll your shoulders up and back, and then slowly, slowly coil from strong legs back into a back bend. Your hands can touch your heels if you like, blocks, or stay back here on the back of your pelvis with your little camel wings, if camels have wings, right? Pulled in, so elbows pulled in. Breathe out. Breathe in, tuck your chin, come up. Exhale, rabbit pose. Kneel down, grab the soles of your feet. Tuck your head under so that the crown of your head comes all the way down towards your knees. And lift your breathing. Breathe here. Great counteraction throughout the entirety of your spine. You can even feel it up through your neck if you do this correctly. So tuck your chin in, make sure it's nice and severe. Breathe in. Exhale, lower super slowly. Come around onto your seat for fire log pose. Kevin will probably do a figure 4. I know that's what's in his practice. I'll show you fire log pose. So he'll do figure four, and then actually for my fire log pose, I'll take my right ankle on top of my left knee. Fire logs you want to stack nice and straight. So make sure that you take your booty back just far enough that your ankles are both on top of one knee and under one knee. Big breath in, and exhale if you need to. You can deepen and fold forward. I know the tissue around your buttocks and outer thighs, nice and soft. Let it stretch slowly. If you were to feel the fascia around all the muscles in this area, you would feel a really nice, strong webbing. Almost like rubber band or swim cap sort of stuff as compared to your shoulders. And so what we want here is a long, slow, deep hold. If you wanted to stretch that kind of tensile tissue or material, you wouldn't just go like this. You would need to heat it and slowly invite it over time. So let that happen. Slowly come up and let's switch positions. Whatever hip opener you did on one side, you invite yourself to consciously construct on the second side. Mind stays in this room, in this practice. And you know, no one can get mad at you here because they can't see you for leaving early, right? For skipping Shavasana. But don't. It is this ultimate reward and kind of integration of all the work that you've been doing. It's the moment when our breath, our focus, our meditation, our intention, everything kind of comes together and congeals for our benefit. We've got one more big posture before we completely relax after this. So as you finish this side, I'll let you know what that is. It is wheel pose. I will cue 2 rounds of bridge. You can take bridge both times. You could take a supported bridge with a block underneath your tailbone. Or if you feel as though you are prepared and you are cognizant of your neck and how to come down with your chin tucked into your chest, you are welcome, my friends, to try wheel. So as he finishes this side, you can continue to finish this side. And this is what it will look like if you come into one of those variations. Hands tucked right by ears, fingertips toward shoulders. Feet are really close in, okay, toward my booty. And then, I'm cold right now, okay, so it might not look as pretty as some of yours. You will push up. I like to come up and relevate onto the balls of my feet. Now, if this is working for you and you would like, you can also extend one leg up and into the air. Okay? Tuck your chin. Come down very, very slowly throughout the entirety of your spine. Those are your options. Kevin, I don't care what he takes, right? Because I've already demonstrated. So, come onto your back if you're not there already. And let's set up for 2 rounds of bridge or wheel. Exhale, place your hands and feet exactly where you want them to be. And as you inhale, take flight. Continue to breathe. I will not cue most of you that are in wheel. I will not cue your descent because it's very personal. I want you to come down when you still feel as though you've got a little bit of energy to come down. Okay? And knees squeeze in just a little bit and pull away from your chest. If you have not come down yet, take an inhale. And exhale, gently release. Take a counter pose of your choice. Something that feels good. We've got one last big feat of strength, something to put all of our energy into. So here we go. Bridge or wheel. If you'd like to extend a leg, do so for 3 breaths on each side. If you feel unstable, please don't. Please don't. Just edit it out until we're in the studio and you can have the aid of a teacher. But let's go. Last round right here. And Kevin he's all muscle, okay? I'm the flexibility in the relationship. This is all muscle right here. It's very tight. So it's nice that he even has this little bit of opening in his shoulder right now to do this. Some of you will feel that. Maybe your head doesn't lift up off of the ground. You are still emitting a huge amount of strength to try and do that. Neck is safe. And then you come down in your own time. Super slow. Take a counter pose of your choice. Your breath stays strong. It's just a little softer and slower now. Supine twist. Inhale. Hug your knees into your chest. As you exhale, send them to the left for supine and twist. And breathe here. Gaze off your right shoulder. Give yourself a few tender moments before the rest of your days, agendas, thoughts start to pile on. And muddy this clarity that you get through exercise, breath, and meditation. Breathe out. Breathe in center. Exhale, second side. Breathe here. Knees fall to the right. Gaze comes over left arm bones. Anything that we do not let out really is intoxicating to our system, whether it's bad food, bad energy, emotion that we don't process. Just like every cell in your body lets waste out, as do we, whether we need to breathe it out. Don't punch a wall, don't do something you regret, you need to let it out. So this shavasana here, as you bring your knees into center and you set up something that feels good, I want it to be kind of a celebration that you've chosen. It's an amazing outlet. You've let out your energy in a really nice way. So come into shavasana. Set up something that feels really, really good. Take in the deepest breath of your day. And exhale. Shavasana. The best antidote to stress, the best outlet is rest. And a wise man once said, a rested field gives a plentiful crop. And it's true. You need to let things rejuvenate and recharge in order to be your best self. So while you're still in this beautiful symbolism of rest, ask yourself, what's your deepest intention to bring out into the world? What does the world need you to bring into it from your yoga practice? Take a deep inhale. And then just sigh it out. As you breathe in, arms come up and overhead. And exhale, Anjali Mudra, heart center. In deep gratitude for each other. Thank you for being part of this vibrant community. In deep gratitude for ourselves and this wisdom that we have to come take care of ourselves in a positive way. And for yoga. Namaste, everybody. Have a great Sunday. Leave comments if you were here, if you are in the future, and connect with me and tell me a little bit more about what you need, because obviously this is not about me. This is not about us. This is about you in your practice. So I'm always listening, and I will do the best that I can to serve you. Have a great Sunday, and you guys take care. Oh, hi, Rachel. Hi, Alyssa. Oh, hi, Benjamin, Heidi, Crystal made it. Good to see you all. Okay, have a great day, everyone. Bye.